And it also, I think, it just validates that Walmart's interest is not, even though obviously it is in the competitive side of the business, in the competitive fishing tournaments, but they want to reach the fishing market at all levels, whether it's recreational or the families. And so we've come up with a great plan, we feel like, and we're excited about being able to execute that at Walmart stores over March and April. We're also experiencing tremendous growth. I said we've got great participation for next year, but we've also, one of the areas that's very near and dear to our hearts is our college fishing program. And in college fishing, currently, we have over 440 clubs participating with us nationwide. And just because of the positive things that are happening and which provides more opportunity for anglers, we're going to be adding money to those winning checks next year to make sure that we keep this program strong, and then we are returning something to these college anglers who make a commitment to come out and participate in these programs and to keep growing that program. And I know Forrest and I have had many conversations about the importance of the college program and of reaching our youth today and our young adults and getting them involved in this sport. And we're so excited to have this opportunity for growth in this area as well. I know I've been sitting over here at the table. We've got magazines we're handing out, and I've seen several people who come up and are interested in our walleye publication also. And on that front, I don't know, for those of you who don't know, obviously the National Guard's a huge sponsor of FLW Outdoors, very important to all the programs that we provide. But they've just recently picked up the title sponsorship for our walleye circuit. And we tried some new things here in 2010, some of those not so successful with walleye. But for 2011, we've gone back to a single tour circuit, 4 events with a no entry fee championship. And we're excited to say that all 5 of those events will be produced for television by Linder Media. And we're thrilled to be working with the Linder Media folks again. No one does it better than walleye than what they do. And so that's just another great opportunity for walleye anglers as well. And then if you noticed our magazine, you know, in the past it's been FLW Outdoors, our Bass Edition, or Walleye Edition. Well, just to be a little bit more targeted and specific, we recently changed the title to our walleye publication to just Walleye. And so now when you get it in the mail and see it on the newsstand, it'll be clear it is a walleye magazine. And on the magazine front, starting in January, with the January issue, another great thing, another opportunity for exposure, and that just impacts more people, is that our walleye and bass magazines, you'll be able to find those on the sporting goods counter, very targeted area in over 2,000 Walmart stores across the nation. And we're delighted. I know a lot of people here know Colin Moore very well and think very highly of him. And I think it's one of the greatest things that could have happened to FLW as a company is for our magazine, and moving forward to that is to have him on board with us. And he's a delight to work with, and we're just glad to have somebody of his caliber on the team with us. I have a tendency to talk fast when I'm speaking to people, and I hope I haven't gone too fast, to be clear. But you know, when Bart called and asked me to come and talk, I told him, I said, I love this industry, I love this sport. I always feel best whenever I'm working with a team and not front and center. And so that's a bit of a challenge for me. But the thing is that when you get to get up and talk about the things that you love, then that makes it so much easier, and especially when you're talking about to the people that are friends and family and anglers, old and new. And I mean, it's an honor to be here and be with you today. And I've told you about some of the things that we're excited about at FLW, and some of the reasons why we are so excited about 2011 and the years to come, because we do believe that this ship is turned around now. We feel like that we have weathered the worst part of the storm, and now that, again, not going to all happen overnight and everything turn around immediately, but at least we have not just saying, well, now this is going to happen, or no, these are going on board, but already on our end seeing the results of what those things mean. And one of the other things that I'm very excited about is the change in leadership at BASS, and I think that's something that we can all agree that we are It's a very welcomed, and we were so excited. And with Jerry, Mike, Angie, the folks at JM, they're friends of ours, have been for years. And the thing is, we know them, and what we know is that they have the best interest of this sport, of this industry, of all of you, at heart. And so that's just another reason that we know that the future's bright. So I guess when you put all these positive things together, then I don't know how you can be anything but optimistic and hopeful for the future and grateful. I said when we did our interview with Bassman, one of the things that I felt remiss about after it was over was that one of the things that I failed to say when they said, "What's the attitude in your office?" I said, well, it's energized and optimistic, it's all the things, but the other thing that it is that we're grateful. We're grateful to be here and to be still doing what we love, just looking forward to the opportunity in the future.